Welcome back everyone. Today I thought I might share with you a little journal I made with some junk that was either destined for the recycling bin or just sitting on my desk waiting for me to do something with it. The cover is the back of a book, which is here. I'm sorry, I'm a bit close. I tried the junk journal planner that the Rebookery channel Gina showed us how to do. It didn't really work for me. I didn't like the style of it, and so I abandoned this journal and was ready to throw it away. But I decided to cut up the back of the book because the cover is really nice, thick chipboard, and from that I made this little journal. So the spine is the same material as the covers, and I've just used some fabric to cover it. It was made really quickly. The pages are just scraps of coffee dyed paper that I sewed together on a piece of material with my sewing machine, and I stuck it straight to the back of the spine with a little bit of lace here. So it was very quick, and I was making it from materials that I was about to throw away, so I didn't really care too much about how it turned out. And I think that's why I love it so much, because I wasn't really worried about making it perfect, and it came together very quickly, and I'm really happy with what I've made. So over the course of a week I created little collages and things in each of the spreads. So what I would do first, I would go through all of the pages and add some paint. Then I would go back and add some, I think I used gesso. I've done some hand stamping and some stenciling. I've used some modeling paste on some of the pages. I added more scraps of paper that were lying around, either ready for the bin or in my scrap box. This is a dried rose petal, and I just spent a bit of time adding different layers and bits and pieces. There's some fabric here. This is a playing card. And so again, I wasn't too worried about what the final result would be. I just threw things down on the page, and again it came together really quickly, and I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. This is one of probably my favorite things that I've made. I've used some embossed paper. These are just images, free images that I've printed out on clear adhesive paper. I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest. I found it at a reuse centre, and it hasn't stuck all that well here, so I may have to re-stick that. I've used postage stamps, some tissue paper here, and I would try to put down a focal point and a few other bits and pieces on the pages, but I didn't want to add too much. I left it quite minimal in some areas. This is one of my favourite spreads. I just love the way the modelling paste of the flowered stencils works well with this image here. There's some napkin. Now, I don't love all of the spreads. I don't know that they all work well, but I tried not to think too much about that and just continued working through, trying to fill up the pages. It's a tea card, some dried flowers. Actually, I really like this spread as well. I like the way the colours here match the stamp and the flowers. And again, when I was putting the paint on the pages, I really wasn't thinking about the colour combination or how I was putting it down. I really just slapped it on. But I think it seems to have have worked quite well. I'm not sure this page works very well. This image of the cat is probably a bit too big and too yellow, and it's taking away the attention of this butterfly here. So again, not paying too much attention to how things came together, not thinking about it very much at all, just using what I had on my desk and finding a space for it. Some pieces of wallpaper here. I think the pages with the postage stamps are some of my favourites, and it's always nice to use some things from my collections. Some more stenciling. The modelling paste hasn't worked so well in a lot of the areas because there wasn't very much, I didn't have good contact between the stencil and the paper. So some of the modelling paste has bled underneath. But I wasn't too worried about that because it's quite a messy, grungy journal anyway. And it really helped me just put things down on the page. It's another tea card and some more pressed flowers. This again is another page I think is a bit too busy. I probably should have only stuck to one of the focal points here. I think there's a bit too much happening. And that's the end. And I really like the way this one turned out as well. Only a few elements on the page, quite simple. So, I thought you might like to see my small journal that came together very quickly from junk that was lying around on my desk or ready for the bin, and proof that you really don't need a lot of fancy materials to make something fun. So I hope you enjoyed having a look through this little journal, and thanks for watching.